Okay, to review where we are, we've decided that we want or need to sell our home, and we've come up with the three primary choices, which is for sale by owner, getting the help of a professional real estate agent, or thirdly, an alternative or hybrid of those two. So, in this section we're going to focus on some of the details of the for sale by owner choice. Now, what's most important to understand is, if you want to sell for sale by owner, guess what? You've just become a salesperson. Whether that is your current career or not, you've just added on a full-time job of being a salesperson. For some people, that's enough right now to say, no, I have no interest in doing it. But for other people, with a certain amount of help that you can get nowadays, by the leveling of the playing field that goes on with the internet and other forms of marketing, it's something that any person can do, and we can offer you help on this site. So let's go through the various steps so that you become aware of it and make a very informed decision on how you want to sell your home, which one of the three choices you use. So, in the FSBO section, first of all, one of the most difficult things for many people doing for sale by owner is, what price do I ask for my home? Many people have an emotional attachment to the home, or they bought it for a certain price, but we must realize that the only price out there is what the market is willing to pay for your home. What are you going to get an offer for? That is best determined by finding out what the comparable properties that are close to your property and area sell for. So pricing is an important part of the process, and we'll go into that in much more depth in the pricing section on the website. Second of all is, how do I prepare my home for sale in the market? Do I empty the furniture out? Do I keep it full? Do I put new shrubs and bushes out in front? Do I change certain parts of the house? Do I fix things that are broken, or should I leave them broken and let the new owner fix them? Maybe they want to do it a little bit differently. These are all decisions that you have to make when it comes to preparing the home. Also, when you're doing an open house, you'll need a separate type of preparation to do the open house. So, we have to price it, we have to prepare it. Thirdly, most importantly, we have to market it. How are we going to let people know that we're selling our home for sale by owner? Do we run ads in the newspaper or the local real estate section? Do we put it online? Do you know anything about Craigslist? Do people go there for that? How am I going to get my home marketed? Do I put a sign in the front yard and put flyers? These are all topics that we will cover in that section, which is known as the marketing section. Also, we need to learn how to qualify buyers. There's a lot of people that are going to come and look at your home once you've got the for sale by owner sign out there and you've started your marketing. Some people will just be browsing. It'll be neighbors that are curious. A side note here is for you to realize that statistics show that 83% of for sale by owner sales happen either to a neighbor within a 1-mile radius or to one of their friends or coworkers that they've let know that this house is for sale in my neighborhood. So it's a very important part of the marketing for you. You're also going to get a call from realtors wanting to list your home. You may get a call from some mortgage people who want to help you out with buying your new home or selling your home and qualifying buyers. You may get calls from very seriously interested folks, and the only way that you're going to know if they're capable of buying a home is by having a means for qualifying them. So we will cover that in more depth in the section on qualifying buyers under the FSBO section. Look on the flow chart and choose that section. Okay, now we've qualified buyers. What happens is we get an offer to purchase our home. Well, we're going to need to negotiate that contract. We're going to need to decide whether to accept a certain price, what the conditions are. What do the conditions mean on a standard Colorado purchase contract? We will cover that in depth in the negotiating contracts section. And finally, what happens even when you do get an offer? The process doesn't end there. That person is going to need to get financing. There's going to need to be an exchange of funds, and there's going to need to be a clearing of title. All of this happens at a title company in Colorado. You'll need to know how to secure a title company Do you take the earnest money that the folks give you? Do you take it in cash, or do you have to get a cashier's check? These are all things that we'll answer in the closing and funding section on the FSBO flowchart sections. You'll see it there. Click on closing and funding. It's probably best to follow these kind of straight through to give you an idea. But if you're already in the process and you want to jump right to where you are currently in that process to help you out, just jump right in, hit the flowchart, go to the section. Or as always, you can call me, Steve Higgins, Boulder Lone Ranger, and I can answer any of your questions. All my information's on the website. So now, we've gone through, you decided to sell your home, you have three choices: FSBO, real estate agent, or hybrid. And in this section we discussed the various parts of doing a FSBO. As I like to say, we've now gone over the many steps of hiring yourself as a salesperson to sell your own home. And I look forward to talking to you in the next section.